Hi guys, welcome back. Kaze here. We're back with, what chapter are we on? Chapter 5. No, chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 4. With Masamune Date. I forgot which chapter I was on. With Masamune Date. A recap of last episode. Last time we had... I forgot. That's kind of weird. Alright, anyway. I was like, I'm recording this back to back. You think I'd already remember this, but, yeah, I already forgot. All I remember mostly is we told Masamune that we didn't want him to teach us anymore. Except early in the morning, we couldn't sleep after that, so we went out and we did it anyway. Masamune caught us and saw us, but he's glad that I didn't actually hate archery, so that was good. And then Kotaro, who actually was nearby as well, told us what actually happened that night with the whole fighting and revealed to us that they were all just drunk. They were all drunk. And so at the end, I eventually just came back and told Masamune, please be my teacher. And I told off the vassals to whatever really snide remark. But yeah. Alright, there we go. Now I remember everything. Yay! Hope you're watching this back to back. You're good. You don't really need to know all that. So, anyway, let's continue on with chapter 4, The Whisper. Alright, onward. Rokaku? That's right, my princess. The Rokaku clan. What weird names. Are they our enemies? Yep, they were our sworn enemies. Then again, that was roughly 100 years ago. We can leave peacefully now, because our ancestors had defeated them. And we don't have to fight anymore? I wonder. Even if a war starts, I'll protect Kaze. Don't worry. How reliable. A dream? It was a dream of my real father and brother. We've been told about the history of our arch enemy. It's been a long time. Even though it had been a few years, I felt like an eternity ago. Just like I thought I can't remember their faces or their names. Even in my dreams, I couldn't remember anything about my real father and brother. I couldn't even recognize the voices I had heard in my dream after waking up. The only thing I faintly remembered was the conversation we had had. But why did I see that dream? I heard a bird singing outside. There was no one who could answer my question. Well, now we get the opening area. That was weird. A few days had passed since Masamune had become my teacher again. You have gotten a lot better. Really? I couldn't help but smile, and he looked at me gently with a single eye. Yeah, you've trained hard. I might have been because I told him off, but I didn't hear the vassal snitching on me anymore. Soon I'll be ready to take on the demon. Hey, don't take them lightly. Masamune frowned and punched me lightly. Everyone around us began to talk. It was to be expected because that wasn't something vassals would do with the princess. However, I wasn't mad at all. Tell him it hurt. Masamune, that hurt. You've gone past being an older brother. You're like my father. You have such a rash side to you, princess. Take them lightly and your life will be in danger. Yes, sir. I found the way he scolded me strange, but I didn't hate it. Actually, I was happy he cared so much about me. I would have really liked to have an older brother like Masamune. Masamune, if I had happened to come across a demon, I intend to fight with my bow. That's why I need to think about how to deal with a demon if that happens. Masamune folded his arms and had a sour look on his face. Our jobs as vassals is to protect you from getting into dangerous situations like that. Military commanders around us nodded in agreement. I know, but there's still a chance it might happen, right? Plus, as I said from the beginning, I want to be able to stay calm when fighting demons. That's why you need to teach me about demons sometime soon. Masamune closed his eyes for a short while and thought to himself. In the end, he nodded. If you sincerely promise me that you won't rush into battle with the demons, I'll teach you. I wouldn't do anything like that. You never know. You are Yukimura's sister, after all. I was like, I'm not a prince, I'm a princess. Masamune smiled, but I felt awkward. I pushed down the dagger concealed beneath my clothes. I've been keeping secrets and I had been telling lies. When I spent time with Masamune, I hadn't thought about it much, but when I remembered about it, my chest hurt. He had been thinking about something, so he didn't notice I was being silent. After a while, he opened my mouth. Wait, what? He opened my mouth? Why is he opening my mouth? He meant his mouth. That's right. The first thing I want you to know is that with your physique, you can't hurt demons. Oh? Is their skin that tough? Yes. If I miss my target spot, even arrows will bounce off of them. Masamune had a tightly drawn bow, and I played with it once, but I hadn't pulled it very well. For that reason, if you come across a demon, you should aim for its eyes. Yeah, we should know this. For those who've watched Yukimura's chapter. Its eye? Will I be able to hit something small like that? Their faces are huge, so their eyes are bigger than human eyes as well. With your current skill level, you can hit their eyes. Here's another place. As Masamune spoke, he opened his mouth wide in front of me. Oh, okay. Hi, Masamune. The inside of their mouths? Indeed. If they open their mouths, aim there. Okay, I got it. I just need to feed them an arrowhead. A demon would love to eat whatever you throw at him, princess. Masamune smiled, and I couldn't help but get red. A few days ago, Masamune taught me how to use a kitchen knife, but I couldn't use it very well. When cutting a radish, I used too much force, and the knife would get stuck in the cutting board. The heck? What kind of strength do you have, woman? Oh my goodness. Eventually, the servants couldn't bear to watch anymore and started begging me to stop. I don't know why this suddenly came up in our convo. I'm sure I'll do better next time making excuses. I guess that's just an example of him teaching me stuff, I guess? I don't know. I'm sure I'll do better next time. I'm sure I'll do better next time. Oh, I see. Geez, you don't believe me, do you? No one's perfect on their very first try. Are you sure? You're a lot more dangerous than I was the first time I had a kitchen knife. I overcompensated way too much. And more importantly, that's if you let you into the kitchen again. Masamune laughed cheerfully. I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. It was like I was no match for him. Ever since our first archery contest, I had challenged him over and over, but I had never won. I wanted to humiliate him at least once. Oh, I know. Let's make a bet, Masamune. A bet? Yeah, once I get a little better, let's have a target practice match. I don't mind, but what do you want to bet, princess? I know. If I win, you have to do whatever I tell you, okay? Whatever you tell me, huh? I don't even know how you'll torment me. You better be prepared. So what will you wager, Masamune? Put his hand on his chin. Well, let me think about it. I finished my archery practice and went back to my room in a good mood. Well then, what should I make him do if I win the bet? I was getting excited just thinking about it. I wanted him to make me an exquisite meal, but I thought I should hold off until after the war was over. I had been walking as I thought about it and bumped into Yukimura. Oh, Yukimura, how's your leg? Well, you can see it for yourself. Yukimura quickly lifted up one leg. Thank goodness. Did Masamune's cooking help it heal? Yeah, looks like. I'm really happy. I felt relieved. Even though I wasn't true we were brother and sister, more importantly, my selfishness caused his injury. I felt extremely guilty seeing as his injury had taken so long to heal. He was bitten and he healed in about, 2 to 3 days? Maybe more, but that's pretty fast for a bite marker. I'm assuming the demons have sharp teeth. So, yeah, I think he healed quite quick. Masamune did a good job, huh? I'm glad he's here with us. You just get back from archery practice? Yeah, I've gotten a lot better. For some reason, Yukimura was pouting and looked away. What is it? Why did you make that face all of a sudden? You look like you were having fun when you were with Masamune. Of course, it's fun being with him. I didn't understand the reason why he brought that up. I tilted my head. Do you plan on marrying him? What? I opened my mouth absentmindedly. What's that? Tonight. That doesn't sound too bad. I mumbled out some words without thinking, and Yukimura's eyes opened up wide. Are you serious? Yeah. It didn't sound bad at all. He seemed like he'd be a calm and kind husband. Oh, but I'm sure Masamune wouldn't like that. If I'd asked him to marry me, he'd probably laugh. Do you really think so? I'm pretty sure. I imagine Masamune being dumbfounded and then bursting into laughter. I don't know who told you that, but are you still rumors like that going around? Don't be swayed by those kind of rumors. I see. If that's the case, I'm glad. Kimura looked a little embarrassed as he scratched his head and laughed. But you two get along so well. I heard people talking and had to ask about it. Masamune is a good commander, but I doubt Father would approve of him marrying you. Father would never approve of him. I was captivated by those words. Oh, why do you think that? I heard him say it before. It was something about him not serving us very long. Huh? You had said it without a care, but I had no memory of it. When did he say that? Even if you ask me, I don't really remember. Was it before Father got injured or after? It was before I was injured. I heard a deep voice coming from behind me. Who? Okay. When did that pop up? Father! Nobunaga was smirking. He was accompanied with a page who had been behind him. He's a good, skillful man, but he's an upstart and hasn't been here long. You can't marry him. I said that during a drinking party, did I not? Well, it was before you had a fiancé. Is that so? You've had talks about that. For some reason, my chest hurt. Why was I feeling this way? Whatever. I don't care about that anymore. Nobunaga spoke, and Yukimura's eyebrows rose. Father? What are you saying? Don't shout, Yukimura. Well, you'd be unhappy if anyone got too close to the princess. I would not. Nobunaga looked at me, ignoring Yukimura, who had been flustered. He's gotten this far thanks to his skills. I don't care if he's quickly risen in rank. Princess, if you wish to marry Masamune, I won't stop you. Father, please, wait. Do you plan on having Masamune marry Kaze? Nobunaga was laughing loudly as he laughed. Yukimura quickly followed, and I was left alone. He's a good and skillful man, but he's an upstart and hasn't been here long. You can't marry him. I hadn't known. The conversation had taken place outside of my knowledge. Those would probably have been my real father's words. My real brother had heard them, not Yukimura. That was because Nobunaga and Yukimura had inherited their memories. For some reason, I felt irritated. I didn't remember the person whom Masamune had replaced. As this country's princess, I knew I didn't have the right to choose who I married. It had been my father's warm-heartedness that allowed me to be engaged to my childhood friend. However, behind my back, someone was... No. For some reason, I was irritated because Masamune had been eliminated as a candidate. Masamune wasn't the only one who had been eliminated. It was the commander my brother was friends with. I knew that, but I couldn't help but think it was actually Masamune who had been rejected. Masamune is an amazing military commander. I was severely aggravated. That night, once again I couldn't sleep. I had grown tired of rolling around in my bed. I decided to take a walk. If I had done this before, I would have been scolded. Before demons appeared, there had been more servants at my side. I couldn't have gone out at night. Now the castle was empty and a little lonely. Huh? I came across the courtyard like always when I saw someone sitting on the veranda. Masamune? Princess? Come to join me. Masamune nonchalantly called me over. I took him up on his invitation and sat next to him. What are you doing this late at night? The moon is beautiful tonight. I came out to look at it. He brought something out in front of me. I looked closer, and it was a steamed sweet potato. I went to the kitchen and steamed this. It's rather good. Thanks. It's nothing. Masamune looked up at the moon and stuffed his cheeks with a delicious-looking sweet potato. Is it good? You're too carefree. I think the first one. Is it good? Indeed. Masamune wasn't concerned with my worries at all and naturally nodded. He really liked eating from the bottom of his heart, and I felt like letting out a sigh. What's wrong? Why the long face, princess? I had been so worried and irritated Masamune had been looked down upon, but he was just relaxing. Are you worried about the provisions? Don't worry, Anita. I'll make sure to increase them. Well, you are good at hunting, Masamune, but that's not what I'm worried about. I casually looked at Masamune's face from the side. I realized I couldn't see his eyes from where I was sitting. Before I knew it, I had become used to the fact that he only had one eye. Say, Masamune, can I ask you a question? What happened to your eye? All of a sudden, Masamune cast his eyes down and became silent. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Sorry for rudely asking. No, that's not it. I don't know how to answer you. Huh? It's strange. I can't seem to remember. Oh. It's a serious matter, but I can't remember when or where I lost it. I don't even remember when I started wearing this eye patch. I can't remember anything about it. He couldn't remember it because his memories had been overwritten. It was because I had called him to this world. My chest ached with guilt. I wanted to tell him everything, but was it okay for me to do that? Princess? I pushed on the dagger and stayed silently as I looked at Masamune. Ooh, change the subject or tell him honestly. I'm gonna stick with being honest. Because I just want him to know the truth. I guess. I don't know. Oh, Masamune. I thought I needed to tell him. However, I didn't know where I should start. Also, I'd feel sad if he hated me because of it. Princess, what are you worried about? No, I made him worry. I had to say something and gloss things over. You see, Father said he didn't mind if I wished to marry you. Oh? But I'm sure you wouldn't want to marry me. It's a bad idea, isn't it? It was anticlimactic. And I came to my senses. What had I just blurted out? I wanted to change the subject, but I had unintentionally said something I should have. Shouldn't have, not should have. Even I could tell my cheeks had become red. However, Masamune answered without delay. I'm not against it. Huh? Are you serious? Yeah, it doesn't sound so bad, having such a lovely bride like you. But I'm sure I'd have to make a great achievement. Yeah, that sounds right. Then I guess I'll just have to do it. Is he being serious? I was bothered because Masamune was always so easygoing. I huddled up and took a bite of the sweet potato. The steaming potato was warm and delicious. The winds also felt nice on my burning cheeks. I'd never thought of Masamune that way before, but it made me happy. I didn't know why. I thought he might have been teasing me, and my heart started pounding. That's right. I thought of something good. If I win our bet, maybe I'll have him ask me to marry him. Did you say something? I calmly answered him. No, not a word. I was sure he'd be surprised. When I thought about it, I felt mischievous. It was fun. but next day I heard they were going out on a skirmish. Masamune? No, it's you, princess. I ran over in a panic while Masamune smiled like his happy-go-lucky self. You're going on a skirmish? Yeah, it's been a while since the demons last came out. Are there a lot? No, there's just a few. I see. I felt relieved. There's no need to worry. I'll come back after I've made a great achievement. Masamune tapped my head lightly like a child. There's no way I'd be that worried. Is that so? I had been waiting for a few hours. I'd been on the edge of my seat while I waited. Masamune and the others had returned while the sun was still high in the sky. Masamune! I called out to him and he waved back at me. Are you okay? Yeah, I didn't get any serious wounds. You can worry a little bit more about me, you know. Yukimura had his eyes on me as he sluggishly came from behind. Oh, Yukimura, you look like you're okay. I'm glad. It feels like you're a little more apathetic with me than you've been with Masamune. Yeah, I wasn't really enthused, I guess. All right, my brother. Oh, are you okay? Okay, good. Masamune. It's like, oh, that's just like my brother. Damn. Oh, it's just your imagination. I was really worried about you, too. Oh, I wonder. Yukimura began to sulk and laughed. Masamune's eyes softened up. I made a great achievement, princess. Huh? My heart jumped and the vassal near us nodded. He brought down the demon's ringleader magnificently. Even if you say ringleader, the real one is somewhere else. Still, the demons you've taken down this time was the most distinguishing amongst them. Masamune was really intense. He acted like the demon lord himself. I see. I smiled broadly when everyone praised Masamune. I became happy as if they were praising me. Oh dear, I wonder how we could fight like that. What could his secret be? I guess that medicinal cooking is really effective. Then, should I teach you how to make it next time? No, I couldn't enter the kitchen. I might cut myself with a kitchen knife. You cut yourself with a kitchen knife, but not with a giant sword, right? The giant sword goes... He laughed. Masamune was in the middle of the harmonious circle. It soothed my soul seeing him like that. Seems to be looking good for Masamune at least. I got 54% like ability. We're doing really good. And we're on to chapter 5. That's pretty nice. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by. If you guys liked the video, please make sure to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Kaze out. Bye guys.